Warning. The Era Survival podcast may contain harsh language and graphic depictions of gore and violence. Listener discretion is advised. Hello everyone, and welcome to Dice and Stuff. Today we continue with the fourth part to our Era Survival podcast series called Runner's Run. In this episode, Miles, Phoenix, and Babs make their way into the city of Elmsford. The city appears to be fairly empty, but the oppressed, destroyed city holds screams and movement in the distance, heralding the true dangers that could be lying in wait. Will they make it to the city center? Will they encounter the infected? Please sit back and enjoy Runner's Run, Part 4.
I have absolute confidence in my ability to be a productive member of this expedition. Please don't leave me to die.
As I told you before, 2 is too few, 4 is too many.
If you'd like very much, please roll me intelligence and medical.
I'm going to make it, guys. We're going to make it to the Aqua tribe. And they're going to take us in. Or, you know, we'll take their raft.
2 successes.
All right. For any of our listeners out there that have any actual medical knowledge, I'm going to pose a question, trivia question. What happens when you wrap a tight tensor bandage on a person's leg and leave it there all night? Then in the morning, you wrap another tight tensor bandage on top of that, they lose feeling in it, then you run with them for 5 hours.
They were on my back. What do you expect?
His foot is like a dark brown black color. He has no blood in there at all.
Well, we better fix this right
You
quick.
pretty much tourniqueted his ankle.
Hey, we're going to fix this.
You going to open up the
Yeah.
tourniquets?
By fix, you mean fix,
Well, I can't
right?
make it
Not
worse,
like
so I might as well.
not like remove.
I would like you very much, if you would please.
My name's not Colin.
Sorry, I apologize.
Colin wouldn't be in this mess.
You're sitting in the same spot, I'm sorry. All right,
My spot.
Miles, if you would, I require you to please roll a double willpower. Your DCs are going to be 9, and I've already rolled how much pain you're going to receive. For our audience's sake, have you ever had a limb that was numb and then come back and it's that awful feeling where it's pins and needles but like so painful?
You know what's worse when I'm going to start massaging it?
Times that by 10 and try not to laugh and scream.
Yeah.
What was that you said? 9s?
Yeah.
3 successes.
Oh.
You successfully grit your teeth and do not scream like a little girl. Congratulations.
Because
I
you called
scream
him-
like a grown man.
You are massaging back the blood
Yeah.
into his ankle. It is not only pins and needles, it also hurts like hell, Colin, because you sprained it twice.
I don't know who Colin is, but I feel real bad for that guy.
Miles. Miles.
Miles, money,
Miles, money,
Mr. Money, Miles. There's a lot of M's in there.
Ow, it hurts a lot.
I know we've been working together for a long time, but I just really got to ask. This isn't just to get the stuff in my bag, is it? You could just take it.
Well,
The long con isn't worth it.
I wouldn't take the stuff in your bag while you're awake or conscious or alive.
You're not going to knock me out now, are you?
That's just foolish talk.
I'm going to spend my time while she's doing this looking out over the city to see if there's any motion that I can spot from here.
If you would, that would be grand. Investigations and wits. By the way, Miles, did I already give you your pain damage for this?
No.
Okay, good. 3.
3 successes.
In the distance, you will see some movement here and there down streets. Luckily, Miles is not making any real noise, so there's no reason for them to kind of come in this direction. The one that you're mostly looking at is one that's just kind of standing in the middle of the road. At one time, used to be human, and now standing approximately 7.5 feet tall, with large cancerous boils along the back and the neck, and it's just kind of hovering over top of a car right now, staring into the side window. That's all it's doing.
In my professional
By the way,
estimation...
it's about 4 blocks away.
Okay. In my professional estimation, do I see a path that we could probably head down where we could, not run into these things from where I'm at?
Generally speaking, if you went down the middle of the open roads, you would see them coming. But remember, not every one of the infected are shamblers. There are running ones too, and there's animals that get infected, and then there's crazy mutants. But generally speaking, for you to see them before they see you, going down the middle of any road is good. Unfortunately, you don't know exactly what roads are infected or not infected or whatever.
I'm also going to take out my spray can and just give it a little test.
More than in the little town. So mid.
I just look at them pointedly after I make the noise.
We could always put our filter masks on. It might be a good idea.
You know, don't worry. When we get out of this, I'm going to make an honest woman out of you.
Put your mask on, Miles.
Yes, dear.
So, you're all putting your masks on?
Sure.
Begin your first count of 4 hours now. By the way, this is the perfect time for all of you quote-unquote neutral characters to assign your jack-of-all-trades points, which are inclusive to the era survival system.
Mine's already been an investigation this whole time, so I'm going to keep it there.
Okay. Pretty much what that means for the audience sake is they have a roaming point that they're able to place every 4 hours. They can move it to a different skill. That's what you get for being neutral. Or not quite evil yet. But kind of borderline.
I'm going to put that point in seduction if I don't mind, so...
I'm not going to rob you.
Are you serious?
Who are you trying to seduce? Wait.
If necessary, I'm trying to make sure I don't get left behind.
All right, if that's what you want to do, Miles, I'm fine with that.
3 people might turn out to be too many. 2 is a good number.
I kept saying the key word here is 2.
At any moment, she could change her mind.
That's what the seduction skill is for. Otherwise, I'm relying on luck, and we know that's not going well.
How's his foot doing? Not that I care.
Still present.
By the way,
Still
you're still
attached.
not going to be able to walk on it.
Nope.
You'll still have to use the crutches, but at least now it's not getting worse by
It's
the hour.
so much better. Now I can feel all the pain that I'm in.
Well, you just keep that pain quietly to yourself.
Yeah, Miles, try to keep it down this time.
You knew what my personality was like when we got into this. You knew I was loud and proud.
Do you want to be eaten by fleshy mutants?
No, if Fleshy
Then-
Mutant shows up, I'm gonna kill that sucker.
Yeah. With what? Your crutches?
Well, I'm gonna stand still and hope it.
No, Miles, we're going
comes
to
to me.
sneak, and we're going to hope that none of them come to you.
Or 2 is going to become the magic number.
2 was always a magic number.
So you're sneaking?
Yes.
Sure.
Is everybody trying to sneak?
You know, we could always shoot one of those flares into the city and let them all go towards that while we...
If this gets desperate, we'll handle it that way, but
Okay.
let's try the quiet route first.
Yeah, let's try it with Crutcher McCrutcherson over there.
Everybody, eyes open and quiet.
All right, now, if you are taking your time and purposely trying to be quiet, Miles, I'll let you use 7s.
Sure.
But that means everybody's going super slow.
So this is stealth dex?
Yep.
I'll take my 2 successes where I can.
I botch. I've been doing so
There's a
well.
7 right there.
Yeah, and 2 1s.
Oh.
I got a success. Don't look at me.
All right.
Well, 2 actually.
Now, remember, if you will, you all
3.
have those wonderful willpower points, if you remember.
No.
Your luck points, remember? From the very beginning of the game.
Luck pool.
Which
No, I'm
are
not
able-
spending those. Those were totally
If
not.
I recall, a luck point allows us to re-roll any die. If
Those-
I recall correctly.
Those are going to be good when Miles over
No.
here gets us
They
chased
get
down.
to allow you to turn and gain 2 successes on any roll.
Gain 2 successes on any roll
And then
by
at any
spending.
time, I can give you then
Yeah.
a bad luck point.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we're not using them.
Okay. Botch it is.
Because the universe is a zero-sum game, and there is always an equal and opposite reaction that will get you killed.
You're all going to be making your way through the city itself. You're all heading down the middle of a main road that heads directly into the middle of the city itself. Every one of you is making your way through the cars. Miles is being exceptionally quiet because he's going very, very slow, kind of like a very slow very slow pendulum.
Stiltwalker.
Yeah, there you go. Making his way from car to car. He's not ducking as much. His stealth is mostly silence. Babs, I take it you're in the front,
Sure.
moving your way from cover to cover. The deeper you go into the city, the more oppressive everything is because the buildings around you start getting taller. You don't have as much skyline to defend yourself against, and you can hear the ominous noises here and there echoing and reverberating off of the city walls.
As long as we all stay very, very quiet.
The noises consist of what you can hear as being moans, animal noises, and birds here and there. Remember, birds are warm-blooded, so they're infected.
We're in an infected zone. Who cares about the birds?
I'm just telling you, mutant evil birds.
Unless they're a pterodactyl, I'm more concerned about the things that can shamble up to us.
I think we should be assuming that anything and everyone that we see is infected and horribly mutated and here to kill us and eat us.
As you are moving your way deeper into the city itself, you're going to be in buildings that are about 5 or 6 stories tall. You guys actually take a small area of overpass up above a small freeway. So which means in the area you're at right now is you're on a 2-lane road going up above a 6-lane road. So below you is just open highway cutting a swath through Elmsford. On the road below you guys, you can see movement. You can see a mutated wolf making its way between a couple of cars, just kind of smelling the air, and you can see a couple of shamblers walking around aimlessly. You'll make your way across that, and as you make your way across it, that is when Phoenix is going to steady herself on the edge of a motorcycle, and the motorcycle kickstand gives way, and it falls right over into a massive crunching, clunking, glass crashing noise. Then you all freeze.
And because I botched, I'm going to start cursing.
And then there's audible sounds.
I go to look over at Phoenix and I go to point, but I can't point with my arms because I'm holding a crutch. So I go to point with a crutch, and then I almost fall over, so I stop doing that. Shh.
I give Miles the finger.
Okay.
Adequate use of time. Giving the fingers a free action.
Now, as you all notice, because none of you really have a good view underneath you from where you are right now. However, every one of you no longer hears ominous noises.
How big's that motorcycle?
That's good, right? Right?
Motorcycle?
Yeah.
Right?
It's like a compact motorcycle, maybe a 800cc. It's not giant.
Sweet. I want to pick it up and throw it over the overpass.
Okay.
It's like throwing a rock to distract the things. We're going to throw it over so it lands on the bottom.
Oh, see, I was going to do that, but I wasn't going to lift a motorcycle.
You know what? Are you trying to lift it quietly?
If she wants help, I'll go and take the front end of it. She can take the back end. We can just...
I'm just saying. If
Quicker is better.
so you don't care about the noise you're making.
I don't want to make horrendous amounts of noise, but I
Alright,
mean...
So both of you, stealth, strength.
Ooh.
I mean, that motorcycle's got to go.
Because you don't want to make a whole bunch of noise while you're lifting it up, because 7s are your DC.
5 successes.
5 successes. High five. Get it? Oh.
Over the railing it goes, and you'll hear smash, boom, boom, and then there's the...
And then we start moving.
As you can see...
We don't care about noise now, just run.
Your description is great, but we're leaving.
So I won't describe it. Horrible screaming and screeching noises, and then you guys just take off.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
You'll get down off that overpass. In the distance, you can still hear screeching and screaming and clawing and that kind of
And
thing.
in the distance is where it can stay.
Is there courage on that sheet?
No.
There's willpower. I'd like each one of you to please roll me a double willpower now, please.
Please tell me it's 7s.
Yes, it's 7s.
That would be a botch.
I'll take all those 4.
Phoenix is not having a good day.
No, you're not.
3 successes.
All right.
Because he's doing well. One of us has to fail.
Phoenix, for the next little while, all your difficulties are going to be 1 higher. Every single one of you will get down off of your little overpass to realize there's actually an on-ramp to that freeway right next to you. Meaning every single one of those things can just come running up that ramp right behind you at any time.
Back to being quiet.
I'm leaving now.
So you're just running?
Quietly.
Are
So more
you-
of like that crouch shuffle. You know, video games
walk.
all the time. I'm going Zoidberg on out, guys.
If you're moving stealthily, I'd like you all to once again roll me a stealth. If you're moving stealthily, you don't have to there, Miles.
It's not up to me.
If he knows what's good for him, he better. That or it's one of those snobs to me. It's up to the dice.
3 successes.
4 successes.
You took your extra difficulty.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
Am I still at an increased
No, you're
difficulty?
fine.
No. Okay. 4 successes.
It's very lucky, by the way. Every single one of you guys is going to go through and get behind one vehicle. The vehicle you're getting behind is an old fire truck. The fire truck appears to have been, ironically, hit with a Molotov and has been burned right out to the ground. So it's kind of a charred husk of its former glory. However, the most important aspect is now approaching. Coming from around the corner are going to be 2 men. One of them is missing one of his side of his face. His cheeks have been completely apparently eaten off. He is also dripping, apparently, kind of sort of fresh blood down that side of his face. And he looks absolutely enraged and he's shaking with anger. On his fingertips, the fingers themselves have been worn down so much you can see the edge of the tips of his bone through the end of his fingers. So they have kind of claws as he's sitting there and shaking angrily, looking towards the screeching and roaring behind you guys down on the freeway. Next to him is another man that is wearing runner's clothes, including a runner's pack, and he looks just as bad. He has his face repeatedly scratched, so you can't really make anything out of it anymore. It's just kind of hanging loose and fleshy, and he's standing there breathing very, very aggressively, looking down at the overpass. You guys will recognize that these guys have not gone long enough to be quoted as shamblers, so they're not slow, meaning these guys are still totally infected with crazy rage and adrenaline and speed.
Freshy fleshies.
As they're looking around, and both of them are kind of growling slightly as they're looking at the overpass, specifically the on-ramp. Then coming around the corner behind them is a creature that stands about 6 feet tall, has its 2 front forearms from the elbows forward are probably about 3 feet long each. They're skinny and bony, and their hands end in tight skinned claws. The skin's been stretched so much that it's cracked and peeling everywhere. The head is a disfigured face with bone plates over it in different places, and they come around the corner stalking and not like a shambler. The rest of the body is regular human build. It stalks around the corner, its head twitches at weird angles as it also sniffs through the air and starts listening from the side and kind of twitching its head from side to side. Almost in unison, the 2 infected men in the front scream out loud as if they've found something and start rushing forward.
I'm staying still.
Yeah, staying still.
I, too, will run out of the oven. No, I stand.
Well, I guess 2 is the magic number.
So all of you stay perfectly still. The 2 infected individuals will rush right past you, running down the on-ramp towards the freeway.
Hopefully that thing goes after them.
The elongated arm thing is as well. However, it stops out of your view on the far side of the fire truck. In the distance, you can hear it going as if it's sniffing the air.
Staying very, very still.
Then you can hear it climbing up on top of the fire truck.
Oh, shoot.
Staying very, very still.
We're all
Can we
hiding
see
behind different
shadows?
vehicles.
You're all hiding behind
Behind-
the one fire truck.
Behind the one fire truck that was
No.
before. Okay.
Is the shadow side our side or the other side?
The shadow side would be...
Are we in the shadow of the truck or is it on the other side of the
Shadows
vehicle?
in the back of the truck. So
Okay.
no shadows at all.
Okay. I'm just staying very, very still. I'm not even looking up. I'm just staying still.
You're not even looking?
I'm not moving an inch.
I can't not look.
All right. Ironically, Robert, that doesn't change the difficulty of this willpower check. I'd like you all to please roll me double willpower. Keep in mind, difficulties are going to be 8 for you, Phoenix. They are 9.
I'm gonna fail this one. My hand is on my my rifle.
Your rifle?
My hand is on my rifle.
All right.
I have a sword.
Woo! Oh man! 2 successes.
Also, 2 successes.
Babs?
No.
Gosh.
Danger monkey time.
Would you like to spend a luck point?
Not with that thing over top of our
The
heads.
devil tempter over
Well, I'm
there.
saying you botched, so...
Yeah. But if I was used, As soon as I roll that thing, I'll be like, well, I'm just going to give that points to that crazy creature above us.
All right.
Unless you guys want me to roll along way. Nope, sorry.
I don't think that's how that works. I think he uses it to, like, screw you over, not to help somebody else.
So, screwing us over.
Yeah, but they're completely different things. Trust me. As after spending years as a con man, I know the difference.
I use it to take away your successes, not give my monsters successes.
We have so few successes as it is. It's better just to take the single botch then.
All right. Babs,
Yes.
if you would be so kind as to take a pain and a wound,
Ow.
please.
It's a 2-for-1 sale.
And I will tell you why. Pretty much, you're not looking at it, 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 you're not looking at it. Then your willpower comes into the fact of you're not looking at it, you're not looking at it. Oh my god, it's looking at me because I can see it in the rearview mirror of the fire truck. As then you'll scream and move as it takes a down swipe over, and its claw will come through and connect through into the outer side of your shoulder. Its claw goes inside into the ball joint, and it's holding you up and hoisting you up towards the top of the fire truck.
It's
Now we roll initiative.
gonna say it's time to roll and aim my gun.